Hi everybody, so I was asked to do a review of my Tatcha Classic Rice Enzyme, which is an exfoliating powder. So since I'm going to be doing that, I decided that I would do a get ready for bed with me video just so you can see my routine. And I'm going to incorporate the Tatcha. I've been using the sample, and as you can see I bought the full-size product. So I am going to clean this makeup off my face. I actually just have on, and I'm filming in my medicine cabinet in case you're wondering what I'm looking at. This is the mirror in front of me. I am trying out some concealer. This side on this one, this is a sample of the Bobbi Brown that I got from Sephora. It's a creamy concealer in Almond. And on the other side, this side is Toast by Black Opal. I actually like the Toast a little bit better than the Bobbi Brown. The Bobbi Brown seems to be creasing a little bit. I'll add a picture so you can see what I mean, but basically, I think all concealers crease, but the Bobbi Brown is creasing a little more. You can see the color settling into my fine lines a little bit more than you can see the Black Opal settling. The Bobbi Brown is a creamy consistency, so that might be part of the reason why it settles. I set them both with Nye Banana Powder. So anyway, going to start my routine. So I'm taking off my makeup with the Tatcha. This is a sample size of the Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. And I really do like this product. I've been using it since just after Christmas. It's February now. So I really am enjoying this. I just put about a quarter size, can't really see that, about a quarter size amount in my hand. And I was using, right before I got this, I had ordered Mercier. So I'm probably not going to order the full-size Tatcha because I have basically a full size of the Mercier. So I'm going to probably use that up first before I change. The Mercier is a little bit thinner than the Tatcha, but it doesn't really bother me that the Tatcha is thicker. I actually like it. So just kind of rub it in my hands and smooth it on my face. And I have on some mascara, which I don't like to rub around my eyes. Just try to be very gentle around my eyes since I already do have fine lines developing. So just to make sure I'm getting all the concealer off of my face. Concealer and powder is all I have on beyond the mascara. To make sure that comes off, I just kind of rub the oil. Press, not rub, press the oil on my eyelashes to make sure that I'm getting it off. And massage it into the rest of my face to make sure I'm getting the makeup off. And again, just pressing it onto my eyelashes to get the mascara off. So you do have to use this product with dry hands and a dry face. And once you put water on your face and your hands to activate it, it kind of becomes a milky consistency. I'm probably going to speed this video up at some points because nobody really wants to see me cleaning my face for bed. But anyway, so I'm standing over the sink. So that is the water that you're hearing. And I'm going to go ahead and add some water. Kind of lukewarm. I don't really like hot water on my face. Normally I would do this more standing over the sink, so it wouldn't be dripping on me like it is. But then that really wouldn't be on video if I was leaned over the sink. So I'm filming this by myself, so I don't have any help to kind of get the angle so you can see that part. But you kind of see how it's turning white. Kind of a milky color. And I don't really worry about my hairline. My hair is natural, so if it was pressed right now and flat iron, I probably would put on my nightcap so my hair would be a little bit more protected. I like this Tatcha because it doesn't burn my eyes. And I'm not going to dry my face because my next step is to use the rice enzyme powder, which you do have to have wet hands and a wet face for that. If I were not going to be using the exfoliating powder, my next step would be my Cerave cleanser with Clarisonic, or sometimes I also use Cetaphil, which either one is fine. But my esthetician told me not to use my Clarisonic as much as I have been using it, which is every morning and every night. She said try to reduce that to once a night. So I am doing that now. Haven't actually used it in 2 nights. So this is the Tatcha. And this is my new package. Like I said, I've been using samples. So this is my first time opening the packaging. I love their packaging. So it's the Polished Classic Rice Enzyme Powder. Ooh. And it's got a little wrapper on it that's got some information from Victoria's Sai, the founder. And this is the Tatcha. Very beautiful packaging. So it's got a little seal on it so you know nobody's used it. Just going to break that. And it's got a little tab on it there. You can see the video on the website. You'll see that it's got a little pour spout. And I'm just going to discard that. You can see the little spout there. So I'm going to wet my hands a little bit more, because you do have to use it on wet hands. So I'm just going to pour a little bit out. I probably don't need that much, because when I was using the sample, I was able to get a lot of use out of the sample. I feel like I used the sample maybe 5 times, and it was pretty good. So there it is on my hand. My hands are wet, and I just kind of rub it in my hands until it foams up a little, and then apply it to my face. You can use more, of course, if you want to. I don't necessarily know if you need more. Just feel free to do whatever works for you. I'm going to add a little bit more since I'm not relying on the sample and I have a huge jar now. So I'm going to use a little bit more than I did with the sample. And just let that foam up in your hand. And you should be using your ring fingers. It's supposedly your weakest finger. So when you're working around your eyes, you want to use that so you're not pulling or tugging on your eye area. The skin around your eyes is much more sensitive than the rest of the skin on your face. You should probably do your neck too, because that is an area that I think a lot of people forget when they're doing their skincare routine. I'm probably going to speed this up, so if you are hearing my voice, that means I didn't speed it up. So this is a chemical exfoliator, and that is why I'm not using the Clarisonic at this point, since it does exfoliate. I'm just going to rinse this off. Alright, so I am back. Whew. And I'm going to take my towel, make sure I pat my face and neck dry. Alright. I really do like this Tatcha rice enzyme powder. I used it, like I said before, about 5 times with the sample, and I really enjoyed using it, and it really made my face feel like it was exfoliated, although I do use the Clarisonic for exfoliating. Well, technically it's a deep cleanser, but it does physically exfoliate your face. That's why you shouldn't use it too much, because you don't need to over exfoliate your face, because you will cause your body to react, and your skin will try to protect itself when you're over exfoliating. So you might end up getting a worse skin condition if you exfoliate too much. So I am next going to use the eye cream that I'm testing out. It's called the Sunday Riley Start Over. My esthetician the other day recommended that I start using an eye cream. I actually have some pretty good products, she said, as far as my routine for my skin, but she said I do need an eye cream. So I'm testing this one out right now. I got the chance to read some really good reviews on it, so I'm hoping that it does what it says. And I'm hoping that I do not have the reaction that some people had, which was some tearing. So if that does happen, you're about to see it. So just a little tiny bit, and I'm going to rub that and put it around my eyes. Make sure you use your ring finger, because again, like I said, that is the weakest finger. So things that you put around your eyes, eye creams, they're supposed to travel about 1 inch. So you don't need to get too close to your eye, your actual lash line, because you might end up experiencing some burning or stinging with different eye creams depending on what you're using. Right now I'm actually not. I have a little bit of a tingly sensation kind of in my nose, just a little bit right here. I feel something, but it's not really tearing up, which is good. Plus I didn't use very much. So the Sunday Riley eye cream, Start Over eye cream, I think it's like $85 an ounce, which when you look at other eye creams, they're usually about half an ounce for about $40, $50. So technically, although this does seem pricey, it's really in line with other mid-range or high-end eye creams. So I do feel a sensation in my eyes. It's not burning, but I do feel some kind of sensation not really menthol, but there's something, which is not, you know, it's not bad. It's not burning my eyes at all, so that's good. I had read that some people got an instant, I think that's the Tatcha Enzyme still in my eye, right there. But some people said that they got an instant lift or instant depuffiness with this eye cream. I cannot see that. Maybe you can. Don't see anything instant, but I am going to use up this sample and see what happens for the next, hopefully 5 days or so I can get out of this sample. Anyway, next step is my all-in-one Koh Gen Do Moisture Spa Gel. I bought this because it's all-in-one, although it's really not because I put another moisturizer on top of it. It's supposed to be a toner, serum, and moisturizer, from what I read. It comes with a little spatula, by the way, so you don't put your fingers in your product, because you don't want bacteria getting in your product if you're dipping your fingers in it. So just use a little bit. Put that on my hand. Close it back up. Put the spatula back. Rub it together. And just rub it all over my face. I'm not really going to put it in the eye area since the Sunday Riley is there. Don't forget your neck. And with this Koh Gen Do, I noticed that I feel a little bit of tightening on my skin. I have dry skin, in case I haven't mentioned that. And I noticed a little bit of tightening, which my esthetician said is probably the toner that's in this product. So I guess that's a positive thing. And just, yeah, I do feel the tightening a little bit. First I thought I wasn't using enough of it. And then when she told me the other day when I visited my esthetician for my facial, she said it's probably the toner that's making me feel that way. Also, this is the Ole Henriksen Express the Truth moisturizer that I use. And I've only used it a couple times. I had a sample of this too, which I like, so I bought the full size. So that's the color of it. And I just take a little bit. I don't like the packaging of this. I don't like that I have to stick my finger in here. So, actually probably it's too much. Take a little bit of that. And then I just put it on top of the Koh Gen Do. And it just makes my skin feel a little bit more moisturized than just using the Koh Gen Do alone. Alright, so that's my routine. And of course my hair. But I'm not going to film that. However, I do spray some moisturizer on my hair and then put on my bonnet and go to bed. So I'm not going to do that on camera. So hopefully this can help somebody. I like the Tatcha product. I've been using it. Used it about 6 times now, including using the sample. And then of course you just saw me with the full size. I will report back about the Start Over eye cream, which is Sunday Riley. And I do like the Koh Gen Do, which I've been using for a couple of weeks now. I want to say January 23rd, and today is February 8th. So I'm going to use it for a couple of weeks. I do like it. Don't feel like it's as moisturizing as I would like. So of course I'm putting this on top, the Ole Henriksen Express the Truth. So hope that helps someone. Thanks.